Hello, hello, my lovely Tauruses. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well today. Taurus, we have the fault line and the orphan, the Thanatos, the mentor, the bridge, and the offering. I mean, Taurus, I feel like I don't know. I was just like staring at these cards and it was like elaborate, elaborate. I don't know what to do with that yet, so I'm just setting it out there. But the orphan and the fault line and Thanatos, I mean, the orphan is the idea of abandonment, right? I mean, it's been coming through in a lot of the reads lately. I think it's something that more of us deal with than not. But I mean, Thanatos is the idea of death and holding on to, like an idea of abandonment that leaves you, I think, attracting faulty foundations because it's almost as though you've become convinced that those are the only ones that exist. And I feel like being walked through that, and because you have the mentor and the bridge and the offering, I think that's what feels elaborate to me. Like an elaborate gesture. And I think in a lot of ways, a recognition that the gesture that was made was, I feel like in a way, the only gesture sincerely available to have any effect at all. Taurus. Let's do clarifiers, yeah? Okay. I know it's very witchy, isn't it? But it's fun. Oh, shit. Okay. We have the Seven of Swords, the Chariot, King of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Seven of Pentacles. Well, I guess I feel like that sense of being guided through and like an issue that was preventing you from, I think, moving forward in a lot of ways. I feel like it wasn't an easy task. I think that a lot of times when you're dealing in a mentor energy, and you can be on either side of the story, so take what resonates, how it resonates, and leave the rest. But when you're in the energy of mentor, you're held to higher expectations by the people who are receiving any form of mentorship from you. And if you're mentoring people through things that are emotional triggers that they're dealing with, then you receive a lot of, like, a great deal of reactionary, triggered energy in return, I guess. Like if you're dealing with patients, like say you have a clinic and you're, you're dealing with patients and they're constantly lashing out at you and telling you you don't really know what you're doing and da 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 da, you know what I mean? And they're just like, they're angry at you. Like that will take its toll on you, right? But I feel like there's been somebody who has kind of walked you through the process of that. And I think you're getting an opportunity. I don't know if you're moving, because it almost does feel like you are. Take what resonates, how it resonates, and leave the rest. But it feels like there's an opportunity. I mean, the King of Pentacles, I mean, that's like steady opportunity. You know what I mean? But I think that you're moving in a direction that it might be like a new job. But I think that this opportunity is allowing for you to, I think, open up other areas of your life that had been closed off previously, because I almost feel like that sense of abandonment was just kind of like, well, there's no access granted here, right? But again, if you're dealing with people who are very emotionally triggered, then you're dealing with people who probably are like closed off because they're dealing with things that they need to take care of, because until I deal with me, I can't deal with anybody else. You know what I mean? And I just kind of feel like there's just this idea of going through this process with another person, and that opening a door of opportunity for you. Or you offering this to somebody else. Let's do more clarifiers. I think that would depend on my Taurus, obviously. But I know my Tauruses have had a rough couple of years, right? It's been a rough go. And I think a lot of you have had community through this that's been kind of like an on again, off again type of community. But I think that there's been someone who's been very consistent with you through this on again, off again existence that you have been in. And what does that mean? I mean, on again, off again. I mean, that can be a relationship. That can be people's energy toward you, Like, it's like one day these people like me and the next day I'm their worst enemy. Like, the fuck happened to you? Because nothing happened with me. You know what I mean? like on again, off again type of situations, you know? Friendships, however it plays out for you. But I just feel like there's been maybe somebody who you were friends with and it didn't feel on again, off again, because it was like maybe you guys live in different areas of the country, and so you can only talk when you can talk, and like you make time when you can, and you're always happy to see each other, and you know what I mean? It's just kind of one of those things. And there's an opportunity with that. Because they've seen you through these processes. Well, because I think there's an understanding of growth, right? An understanding of development. Because I think a lot of times when we're dealing with on again, off again energy, however that plays out for you as an individual. On again, off again energy is energy that supports you one second and talks shit about you the next. That's on again, off again energy. So, however, coworkers, friend groups, family members, you know, like, oh, I was invited to that holiday, but not this one. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you guys too, you know? Like that type of energy, and just kind of feeling like that's all that's really available to you. And for some reason, this person, I think, has been around. And I feel like in a way they probably could have been lumped into the on again, off again, except for that I don't think that their on again, off again had anything to do with an energy that was, I don't know, maybe it did fit in the on again, off again, because I kind of feel like it did fit in the on again, off again. I don't know, take what resonates and leave the rest. But whatever it is, I feel like their on again, off again wasn't backed with the same energy as the on again, off again of the other people. I don't know. You know what I mean, though? Like, there was something a little bit more consistent about this person that I think allowed for you to form a, a bond that somehow is different than the bonds that were with these other people, because those bonds felt very on again, off again in a negative way. And this bond felt very on again, off again in just like a neutral kind of way. I don't know. But I feel like when you realize this, you feel really protective of this opportunity. Because I think in your mind, the opportunity was never going to be. But it's like all of that sadness that I think you felt about it not being, buddy, does it like switch up reverse? You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of feel like now I'm going to protect this, because I don't want to, well, I don't know. I was scrolling through shorts, YouTube shorts the other day, and there was one that came on about, it was like Shawn Mendes and somebody else. But, oh, John Mayer. I don't really like John Mayer. Blocked him out. But anyways, he asked him if he would ever date a songwriter again. He was like, would you ever date a songwriter again? Because, you know, like, when you break up and they write songs about you, you know, like, you feel some type of way about it. And he was like, well, yeah, but like, you can't really compare like the process of falling in love to the pain of somebody like remembering you. You know, like, they're not interchangeable. Like, this one, like, the sadness that you feel, you still feel love in that, but like with this, like, you feel all of the love. And isn't that an experience that you want to have, and you don't want to limit yourself from that experience? And I feel like maybe you're falling in love with a songwriter. I don't know. But it feels like whatever it is that you're doing it with this, like, there's just this backing of, this is, I feel like eat of this if I dare. Like I went ahead and got the whole damn, I don't know, like, a menu prepared. Like we about to feast. Torian style. Like I just feel this sense of, what you've been working toward. I think that you recognize a sense of balance in the movement that you're taking, that you, for whatever reason, I think you weren't able to move forward with for a minute. I feel like it was a Taurus read where it was like there was some awkward pause. Maybe it was a Scorpio read. I don't know. I do have some like Scorpio Tauruses. So, take what resonates, how it resonates, and leave the rest. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or have Scorpio in your chart, but, or both. um, but I think that whatever it is that you were holding on to, like in that pause that was hurting you, I feel like there's a sense of what I was holding on to wasn't hurting me. It was the mentality with which I held on to it. And there's the opportunity. There's the new beginning. And I kind of feel like you're a little bit glad that you held on to it, but you're like also super relieved that you can let it go now. Like, good. And whatever direction it is that you're going into next, Taurus, I feel like you're protective of it, because I mean the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, I just feel like what it is that you are stepping into is a lot of success. And I feel like you've experienced like a bag of woes in it, like in a point in time in your life where I don't want to say it doesn't matter, because all of it matters, right? All of it's important. But it's like if you're going to the gym and you're lifting, right? Like if I'm lifting a whole bunch of pounds and I was lifting not a whole bunch of pounds before, I'm not as excited about that as I was previously. And I almost feel like there's a sense of like I can lift more, I can do more, I can be bigger than this. But that's not what I'm supposed to do. And I almost feel like there's somebody being like there being somebody along the way who's just like, you can do it. Like, and you getting the opportunity to do something with this person. Again, not sure how this person like has played out in your life, because it does feel spotty, and it does feel like you felt negative emotions toward this person. But I also think that when you realize that this person was never, I don't know, I feel like running away from you or trying to keep you out of anything or hiding you in shame, or you know what I mean? It was just more like a busy and life circumstances and, like whatever. I don't know. I just feel like there's a shift. I don't know, maybe you meet up with this person or something. Arrows. I don't know, because sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder. You know? Like sometimes we become numb to the absence of people. And then when they appear again, you're like, oh, I have become so accustomed to your absence that I forgot how much I just like lit up in your presence. You know, like that kind of energy. I love it, Taurus. I think it's super sweet. I'm excited for you because I do feel like you're in the shift. And I love that. If this does resonate with you, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for spending some time with me and sharing your energy with me. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.